And as far as detail goes for Soundwave's cassette mode, it's actually very detailed. You can see it's got the nice Decepticon logo right there on the, I guess the window, cassette player window. Not really sure what you call it. It's got two different shades of blue. We've got a nice metallic blue right here at the bottom, and then all around the rest of it is just a standard dark blue with some glistening glitter in it, I guess. They have a nice shiny glittery stuff going on. Silver, it says right and left, as you can see at the top, molded in. And I believe these are supposed to be speakers or something, maybe? This molding? I could be wrong. You can push the fast forward and rewind, but that's the only buttons you can push. The rest of them don't push. But they're still molded in there very nicely. And then chrome. And then you have the open button. There you go. Turn it around to the side, actually, you have a lot of molded in detailings. You have a on and off switch that you can push up and down. You do have all these little ports and plugs and gizmos and such, all just molded in. None of them are real. Turn around to the other side, and we have a volume dial that's supposed to work, but on mine it's very stiff. There we go. It goes up and down a bit, but that's it. So more molded in bits and such. And there actually is a headphone jack at the top, but headphones don't actually fit in it, because why would you need to fit headphones in it? Now when we turn around to the back, things get a bit hollow around the bottom. As you can see, kind of just caves in there. You can put the sensor there to add a bit more bulk, and I have to say it does actually help. But, you know, wouldn't mind getting like a backing just for the whole thing. We've got the batteries here as well. Some more molded in detailing here. Not sure what it's for. I mean, I don't own a cassette player at the time. Yeah, bottom. Not much to look at the bottom, but that's fine. And that's pretty much it for the molded in detail, you know, going over the cassette itself. Let's check out his awesome gimmick. As you can see, I do have the 3 cassettes in there. You can see Laserbeak standing in the front, obviously, because, you know, Laserbeak's his favorite. And what you want to do, you just push the open button, and you pull out the cassette. There you go. You can see Rumble's next up. What you want to do, close it back up, and then there is a switch at the back right here. Right here. And I just accidentally pushed it. But yeah, all you do is push that switch. It'll push the next cassette forward. Then what you do, push it again, pull out the cassette, close it up again, push that button again, moves it forward. You can kind of see it moving forward. Open it up, and now we got Frenzy. So that's how that little gimmick works. Very nicely. So to transform this guy, we'll start by pulling down this whole front piece, if you can get it. But apparently I can't. There you go. So just want to pull that down, leave it like that for now. And what we'll do is we'll bring out the whole front section. It clips on very securely. And we'll just start with one leg. So what you want to do is just fold that whole compartment out. Pretty much what you'd expect from seeing the cartoon, just exactly the same. And we'll rotate it this way. Actually, what you want to do is grab it from the waist, or the hip, and oops, pull it down all the way. Make sure it's pulled down all the way. It'll click as you heard. Then rotate just that section. Like I said, make sure it's fully extended. Bring it down, and then rotate it forward. So now you have the legs. Oops. Just the knee and below forward. You want to have this gear here facing forward. Then what you want to do is we'll go ahead and take it around. You want to pop out these pieces. They are in securely. They're on a double hinge. What you want to do is get the foot out of the way as well, actually. And bring this whole section down. See, it just pegs in right there. And then rotate it on its hinges, very stiff hinges. Rotate it, had it like this before, rotate it back. And that's pretty much done. Do it on both sides. Get in those pegs or tabs. Very, very securely in there. There we go. Now what you want to do is just flip up the feet. There you go. And the legs are pretty much done. Now what you want to do here is push it back. Just see that? You had it forward before. Stiff like that. Now you just want to push the whole thing back. Now what we're going to do is we'll flip this up. Bring down these silver bits. See, like that. Bring it back down. Now it doesn't have that in the way. Come around here. So the way they keep this securely in, I really actually like this. You just push up these, and they get right perfectly in between the little openings for them. So you have that done. Legs pretty much done. Actually, pretty much the whole bottom half's done. Bring around the shoulders, and they'll tab right in very securely. Here we have these little flaps right here, and you just want to bring them down. There we go. And then what you want to do here is just flip open the fist, or flip open the panel for the fist. And I want to show something off right now. The little battery gun came out. And then do it on both sides. There we go, this one's a little stiffer. What's really cool here is that they actually molded in speakers onto the inside flaps of his forearms. And I just thought that was really awesome. Like, they didn't need to do that, and they went ahead and did it anyway. You're only going to see that for during this part of the transformation, so that's really nice that they added. What you want to do? This is actually kind of hard. Well, I guess it's just on the other arm. It's kind of hard. But you want to flip out my DS stylus. There we go. Because it is very securely in there, which I like. You just got to fill out with it. There we go. Just find like a little gap or something to reach into. I just use my DS stylus to grab onto it. So there we go. Close it back up. Like I said, you're only going to see that for that bit of transformation. And the pièce de résistance. Well, not quite, but here we go. Flip open this panel. And then bring out his head. So you just take his battery cannon and just bring it up. Rotate it around. Now we have him transformed. And he looks delectable. I mean, he is just awesome. Last bit of transformation. Here is the battery, which does turn into his other cannon. Just pull it apart. Get into it if you can. Grab the sides. Bring it down, and that'll push up this little bit here, as you saw. Kind of just want to, if you can, reach into the little gap that there is. There's a tiny little groove there. Pull it out. And make sure it's out all the way. There you go. And there is, make sure, yeah. There is his awesome little battery gun. My one minor complaint about the gun is not really the gun, it's actually the placement of the hole on his fist. As you can see, it does seem like he's holding the handle of the gun a bit high up in his hand. There is kind of a bit of a gap there. You can see right through it. So that's it, just a minor complaint, but nothing big. So there he is in all his glory. I'll go ahead and get Laserbeak and we'll show him off. So as you can see, you can't actually pose his arm to click the button himself. So that's really awesome. Just go ahead and bring his hand down. Oop. And there you go. All I had to do is push down on his arm and out comes Laserbeak. Laserbeak, eject, operation, interrogation. I don't know if you want to do something like that. And then transform. I don't know. I can't make him transform on his own. That's something you gotta do manually. There's only so much the toy can do by himself.